Want to learn how to cut and trim your hair all by yourself? Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the Scott Barnes Show. Now in today's video, I got a comment the other day about how I trim, fade, and cut my hair. And as the years have passed since 2020, you find it more often than not that us gentlemen are cutting our own hair. Now there are a few reasons why. One, equipment. It seems that trimmers and clippers have become not only more readily available, but their price of them have gone way and significantly down. Number two, the cost of the barber has surprisingly skyrocketed. I don't know if you've noticed, but man, I remember going to Supercuts back in the early 90s, late 90s. It was 12, 13 bucks. Give your barber a $5 tip. You're out of there for 15, 17 bucks. Nowadays, if you're going to a pretty legitimate barber, it's 50 bucks out the door. And not on top of that, if you want to go to a really high-end barber, you might be paying 100 bucks. So being locked away in the house in 2020, it gave us that sense, hey, why not just cut my own hair? But the interesting and surprising thing is that throughout my journey in YouTube, I have cut my hair probably as early as 2000. And the main reason is because not only is it easy and affordable, but I don't have to go and drive to the barber. I don't have to schedule something and, get 2 hours out of my day that I can get back. But in fact, I actually can get a better cut. That's what was happening. And Ryan, I love you to death. Anybody who else has cut my hair, I love you to death. But I have always found when I go to the barber, even though it's something that I wanted, I'd always go home and I'd fix the little knickknacks here to how I wanted it styled. So enough jibber jabber, let's just dive right into it. Now, depending on what type of clippers you want, there are a million out there. If you go to Amazon, you can definitely figure out the one you want to buy. Now, for me, that I have just really come down to is the Brio from Beardscape. I really just have fallen in love with it. And the main reason why is because of the smoothness that it clips through the hair. And the easy interchangeable guards I really do like. I don't have 15 different ones. On these guards, there's 2 in 1. So I just snap it on, you're ready to go. Getting in and starting to cut your hair, you really need to start from the beginning and what is your guard that you want on the side of your hair. And you can either discuss with your barber if you're not really sure of what you are used to or what you want, go long. If you want to start with a 3 or a 6 inch, then you can work your way down. But to start, because what I want to do is here, I want to just talk about what I usually do, and then we're going to go out, I'll do a little bit of time lapse, and then we'll kind of finalize it. But just stay tuned to the end of the video. We'll pull out some scissors. I'll give you guys some added bonus. Now that you have your guard in place on your clippers, I like to hit my settings, if you have an adjustable setting on your clippers, to the highest. That gives you the smoothest cut. Now, what you need to do is, if you're going to do a fade, you're actually going to start longer. For mine, it's just one length all the way around. But for a blend, what you need to do is take the longest guard. Let's say we're going to start with a 3 inch, and you're going to start and go ahead and 3 inch all the way around. Then you're going to find the middle of your hairline, and I usually use my ear as a reference. And then that's what I'm going to go down in my guard, and I'm going to start fading up into the 3 inch length. Now, third, what I like to do is I usually use my hand as a reference point as I'm going all the way around through my hair to give myself an accurate line. And on my back right here, I'm just going to fade and I'm going to go with the grain. I don't really like to go against the grain on my back, and then that way everything goes in smooth. One extra tip for you guys, go ahead and wash your hair, give yourself about an hour, make sure it's all dried out, but also give yourself a bit of a comb of how you want your hair to lay and stay. That way when you're cutting and trimming it, you're actually finding out where you need to clip those longer hairs, or if you're finding a patch that you need to trim up, and that way everything's nice and cohesive. And for that extra tip, let's go ahead and do this outside. If you're living with somebody, or if you're doing this in your bathroom, just do it outside. It's easier, it's cleaner, and you don't got to worry about sweeping it up. That way when you're done, you can just hop in the shower. You don't got nothing to clean, and we're good. All right, let's start clipping. Now, I need you guys to do me a big favor and hit that like and subscribe button. I am the one of the only YouTubers, beard guys out there that actually does a consistent trim to show you guys how to get the best look out of your style. And that would really help me out. So like I said, man, get your clipper out. I'm got a 2 on the Brio Beardscape, excuse me. And we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. I got it at 1, let's see, We're at 70, what is it, 7,000 RPMs. I don't know if that's around per minute, but we got a full charge, and let's just start. So like I said, we're gonna hold my hand right where I want it to go and my line around, and then we're just gonna work all the way around. And yeah, use a mirror if you need to bring it out and make sure you're getting all trimmed up, but let's do it. So it's funny how long it's been since I've cut my hair, but you can see the big difference in between the short and the long. And like I said, inside, it's better to go long on the guard than to go short. So to blend it, instead of starting at a 3, I'm gonna go to 6. So I've got a longer guard here, and I don't have to hold my hand here. We're just gonna go up and we're just gonna ride up. We're just gonna fade it in. And just do these strokes where you're just going up just a little bit into the hair, listen to it, and everything should blend. Also, make sure to go at different angles because of your hair growth. Not every hair is going to be pointed the same way. So as you're blending it in, go left, right, you know, not up and down, but just make sure you're hitting it into it and do nice smooth strokes into it, and you'll get a good blend. Things are looking a lot smoother from the side into the hair. That's where we blended up from the 2 to the 6. Now, as I have my hair, I like to comb it over and give myself that crew cut. And this is where we're gonna have to use a little bit of manipulation of the hair. So this is where I was telling you guys inside to style your hair out a little bit before we trim. As my hair lays down, it meets right on the side. So we went from the 2 to the 6 or the 3, depending on what length you want. I like to flare it out just a little bit more, so it's like short and then a lot longer. And then, you know, we're almost there, but we have to adhere to the line that's coming in over. So I'm gonna pull my hair down and I'm gonna fade into that line with my trimmer. So we're gonna come up and we're just gonna fade it right into that. From here, I just go really the same size, and I'm fading actually from the top here into the top portion of my hair. So stick around. I'm gonna clip off the top here for you, and we'll go ahead and, you know, sign off. So just go for feel. And the last thing too is find that line where your hair is, and then I like to just ride it and trim it. Now before we finish up, make sure to get out your last long trimmer and go ahead and minute everything, okay? Like tighten everything up. So I'm feeling in the back. I definitely can use just a little bit more fading. I'm gonna keep my 6 on, and then I'm gonna find my line, and I'm just gonna kind of ride up.
So you missed a spot there.
Oh, is it long?
Yeah. I'm a perfectionist. Things really fine now. I got you.
Yeah? Do I need to fade that right there though? Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks. Good note to point out, if you don't have a mirror and you have someone helping you, even better. Looks like I missed a spot right there. After you're done, just jump in the shower. And this is another reason why I don't like going to the barber, because most often than not that you're gonna be either having to go back to work, you're gonna be doing some things afterwards. And I just like doing this at home because after I'm done, I can hop in the shower and there's just no more hair going into my shirt. And once again, why I like just getting it done outside. Melissa helped me out cleaning up my line. Everything overall is just sweet. Now, the cool part, after you're done with the shower, you can find little things that you need to clip up or trim up, but right now we're looking golden and good. So I'm gonna put some pomade in my hair, and I really prefer pomade over, gel and hairspray, which I don't really mind. I do like it, but what happens with the gel and the hairspray, after the day, it just wears down. Where pomade, usually you gotta go wash it out with, conditioner, shampoo to get it all the way out. And that's one thing that I like because I'm usually doing a 5, 10, 12 hour day, doing workouts, I'm sweating, and it just really helps hold. This one I do like, Uppercut. I've been with it for, 10 years now. And you guys get the satisfaction of me diving into the first nice satisfying little bit of pomade. And we just need a little bit of amount. We don't need too much. And to work it in, we're gonna just push it into about 3 of your fingers. That's a good amount. And we're just gonna work our way back into the front. So we're just gonna push it in. We're gonna get every angle, left, right. We're gonna push it and twirl it. And on this hairstyle, I actually like to pull down on this side to give it some different direction. And I always love bringing out my handy dandy barrel brush. We're gonna push it up and then we're just gonna bring it to the side, bring everything down. Boop. So anybody can get this done. You just have to have practice. Like I said, I've done this for over a decade. And you find a style that you like, anything in between. We were just talking, can I cut women's hair? Of course I can. You just have to know what you're doing, how you want to do it, and you just have to make practice makes perfect. So give it a shot. Don't, my biggest suggestion for you, if this is your first time, stay long on the guard, give yourself time and space, get multiple mirrors, and comb your hair how you like it beforehand. That way when you're trimming it, you're just cutting it shorter from the style that you like. So you guys, I appreciate you coming along, like and subscribe, and check me out on all that social media. Check me out in the next video, and I will see you on the flip side. See ya!